show. Howdy, everybody. We're going to be going into another movie reaction and commentary. Today, we're going to be hopping into Brokeback Mountain. I'm excited to jump into this one because I've heard it's a classic. I know a little bit about the premise, obviously, by my ginormous cowboy hat. But other than that, I have no idea. I never sat down and watched the entire film, just flat out. I haven't even watched a single scene from it. So I'm excited to see, what this story that a lot of people hold close to their heart is really all about. And more importantly, look at it from a filmmaker's point of view and kind of see the filmmaking tactics and techniques that they, that they use to hopefully add some value to not only the story, but to, some of you guys out there who would like to get educated in the language of filmmaking and how certain things are, showcase to you guys, because it is some movie magic. It's a cool thing, storytelling and understanding the language of storytelling. It's a very beautiful thing to be in, and to be able to interpret it and to understand it, and to always know that you're always a student. You're always going to learn from this medium and this really unique way of storytelling. So I hope that I'm able to do this throughout this video, throughout the commentary. Again, guys, if you want to be able to listen and hear all that I have to say to these videos, because again, I do have to cut these down for YouTube, but there's usually like an additional 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes of extra commentary. You know where to find it. You can go on the Patreon, sync up your copy of the film next to mine, and then you'll be able to have a good time. But yeah, I'm really excited to jump into this. I'm really excited to see again what this film is going to kind of showcase to me, and just what the story is going to showcase to me. You guys know how it rolls on here. We've watched a ton of films, we're looking at a ton of TV shows, and it's really cool seeing the quality of value and the way I'm able to hopefully portray some of the techniques that are mostly silent, and share them and their procedures, and how I felt they probably wanted to tackle a certain scene to you guys, in hopes that you guys can learn, and again maybe get inspired to tell stories of your own within this medium. So I'm excited to jump into it. Again, guys, the best way to support this channel is through Patreon. You guys know where to find that, always down the link below. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and at the very least you don't have to do any of the things I just said. Just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into Brokeback Mountain. I can't wear this hat. I gotta wear headphones, but I wanted to let y'all know that I can rock it. It's here. I have it. But yeah, can't put the headphones under this. So I'm gonna rock out with the hat, say goodbye to the cowboy. You'll probably see it in the outro or something like that. But again, I digress. Let's hop into Brokeback Mountain. Again, guys, you can watch and hear all that I have to say about this film in the uncuts down below in the Patreon. So if you want to be a part of that, not only do you get like the full lens, but you get the community aspect. We got Patreon polls, we got early access. It's all there. You guys know the drill. I say it every time in every video. You guys know where to find it. Also, I hope that you guys are good. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I think it's been like a minute since I checked in on y'all. Did one of those like, how y'all holding up? I don't know. I feel like the world's it's always been crazy, but there's just so much happening, y'all. So I don't know. I hope that y'all can just at least chill, eat some food to this. It's up to y'all. Beautiful state. Always wanted to go. I've seen a lot of my photographer people and videographer folks out there getting some great images of just the nature, but also just the life out there, with the people and society. It feels exactly how exactly the vibes I'm getting from the first couple of shots already with this film. It feels like time is supposed to flow like how time is supposed to flow out there. Same thing with Montana. Sorry for talking already, but I'm kind of loving the subtlety of the cinematography. It reminds me of David Fincher. I believe that's the director of like Seven and all those other films. But the way it's tracking subtle movements of these characters, like even just very subtle things like the head slowly moving left, just to gaze to the left side of them. The camera follows them, but just ever so slightly.
No. Not on your fucking life.
It's interesting seeing the subtleties between these two characters, especially when they're not looking at each other or one's looking while the other isn't, as well as the distance they have with each other.
Last year, one storm, the lightning killed 42 sheep. Thought I asphyxiated from the smell. Gear got all over my ass like...
He's like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Yo, his face in that was really funny. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was funny. I'm sorry if I'm laughing out of nowhere. First off, that's a gorgeous shot. Second off, I'm Arthur Morgan. That's some Red Dead Redemption right there. Well, what can I say, Dutch? I'll always be by your side, Dutch. We just gotta get to the money. Just shots, you know? These are paintings right here. You know, every time I would see some of those scenes, I'd be like, damn, I wish I was there with them with a little film camera or something. I'm telling you. Nature's beautiful, man. I highly recommend going to places like that. You know, you don't have to obviously herd 40 sheep. But, you know, get some friends, go by yourself if, you know, you're comfortable with that. I don't know. Control your phone intake and just enjoy it. Take some horseback riding lessons. I'm not sure if maybe it's because I'm a little biased because I do enjoy this. I do enjoy camping. I do enjoy, like, you know, literally this. But I really love how the cinematography almost seems interpersonal with the characters, but also to with you know, not just to the people, but just the nature itself too. There's a lot of quiet moments where the characters are reflecting. There's a lot of shots where the landscape is just landscaping. And it has this gorgeous music overlaying that, and it kind of allows your brain to interpret, but there's still direction with it because of the music.
God damn. Let me see.
I'm telling you, it's those little moments there. The cinematography is smart in this film. And again, I do know, you know, a little bit about this film, but I'm making sure, like, you know, I just receive the story as it comes to me. Yeah. Yep. I'm loving how they're shooting this. You know, I'm even without what I knew about this film, you can tell the direction of the cinematography is incredibly smart. Is very keen on what the director probably really wants to showcase, which is essentially time between these people out in the wilderness, you know, doing a job together, right?
You don't get stomped winning it. Huh?
And I love that nothing feels forced, you know? Like there are moments of music, but when the two are just talking, conversing with one another, it's just nature, the sound of the fire crackling, you got birds in the background, we got the horses making noises. Like it's just them. You can feel isolated within that space, so you like exist with them at a subconscious level, obviously. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not even like a drinker. I don't like drink even on like my off times or anything like that. I'm much more occasional, like around people or social, with drinks around people. But some of my favorite times to drink is when I'm like, when I'm like outside in nature, and I'm just like with some friends, Oh my God. I don't know. It's just, again, it's just like that human element. Like you could be drinking, you could be, you know, smoking, doing some other stuff, and it's just always a good time. I don't know. I just feel like memories when you're in that space are like much more tangible, much more. You can look back to them like time capsules. My bad if the commentary is very interpersonal. It's just what this film is doing to me. Like that nature element just really brings that out. Oh man, that's some intimacy right there. That is some intimacy right there. Yo, how this is shown too is wild. That's wild. This is 2005. Like this isn't groundbreaking, but again, just like yo, how this is shot. It's commendable that they're showing it similar to how it's like everything else too. At least there's no peaches, okay? I'm happy there's no peaches. I've been scarred from peaches ever since Call Me by Your Name. You guys know what scene I'm talking about. Yeah, how you guys gonna talk about that? How you guys gonna address that? A lot happened last night. Wow. Ah, man. Again, I said this like I think like 3 or 4 times already, but I think it just goes to show you how important I think the cinematography is in this film, at least to me. It just reminds me of like photographs where, and you can say this about any photographs, but ones that just are masterfully composited, composed, well framed, where you can just interpret, you know, especially from all the other, all the buildup from previously. It just allows you to sit with it. You know, one of my favorite things that I personally like to say is if you want somebody to get what you're trying to say, like a message or a theme, the best way for them to digest it is to not force feed it down their throats. Let the story. It's wild. It's like these scenes feel a lot more tender, especially after that happened. I think, like, I like you're so used to just like having like that instant regret feeling, right? Because it's still so personal, which is correct. This is a personal story, but at least I'm very surprised in a good way that this just opened them to be a lot more tender towards each other rather than hostile, which, would be correct. I mean, more so out of fear.
Shit. All right.
He was having a great time. He was having a good time. My man is frustrated. Wow. You. That's wild. You could just tell that there is so much inside, man. There is so much inside. That was really well done. I love that frame. I love the silhouette just kind of casting over him while he's in this corner, and I love that nature is just constantly around him.
Before the sergeant showed up. Parking a trailer on the beach is illegal.
I gotta say, this film it does a great job with the passage of time. Like, and the cool thing that I really love about it is that it doesn't leave behind the feelings that were felt. You can respect the time that's felt out here. And I said something earlier in this film at how time just feels like how time is supposed to be out in places like Wyoming and Montana, Colorado as well. It's nice to see that take shape in this film, especially for what it's representing.
Please.
You guys wasn't getting paid to leave the dogs babysit the sheep while you stemmed the rows.
What is this guy trying to be like a poet or something? I'll say this, man. I, for the life of me, will never understand why people just don't want other people to just be happy, especially when it doesn't affect you. It's just, it's so foreign to me. I just don't get that. You would think that happier people would just make the world a happier place, but some people don't want that. It's the weirdest thing in the world.
You want to listen to your old lady then? All right. Yeah. Move somewhere else.
Woo! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Damn! Yo, my man, that was a crazy mixtape album cover right there. What the Damn! Yo, that was saucy, bruh.
You are in a hurry.
My daddy's in a hurry. Expects me home.
Wow, titties. I wasn't expecting to see it. I wasn't expecting to see that. I thought they were gonna cut right before she did it, but nope. Things were thinking.
Is Elma here?
Yeah, she's in the condiments aisle.
The what?
Ketchup.
Thanks.
He said the what? That's funny. That's funny. That's great.
Yeah.
I love that they are going with the route of this, because not only do I feel like it's a lot more realistic in its approach, but it gives a unique feeling of anticipation that I think is relatable to the two characters specifically here, because they went off and they've lived their lives after experiencing a very, tangible moment, right? Especially in a long period of time.
See somebody you cow.
Love that the camera pushed in real close to that once he knew.
Honestly.
Again, cinematography is so smart. I mean, it makes a film so much better, at least for someone like me, when the cinematography is smart. It's so good. Such a treat.
Jack fucking Twist.
Yo, it's so cool to see how happy this dude got. Damn, that's cool. That's cool, man. I hope this doesn't, divulge into cheating or anything like that, because cheating is bad. Bad. Not good. Ah, man. I get it, though. Woo! Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting that to be so quick. That hit my spine, man. That hit my spine. That hit my spleen, my spine. That's a lot to take in, being, the wife and mother of two children.
I doubt there's nothing we can do. So I'm stuck with what I got here. Making a living's about all I got time for now.
Wow, that's a crazy line. Making a living is all I got time for now. Man, that sentence right there is a good sentence. Because you can sense the decisions that were made. You can't go back and undo decisions, especially like having a family. But man, this is so complicated. Oh man.
See you Sunday, ladies.
That is so bad. That is so, man, that's so difficult. That's so difficult. I mean, his entire life, because what he's doing is wrong. All right, that is wrong. Don't cheat. But I understand just because of just how it portrayed to us. And I'm sure that is the goal, if not the direction of this film. Hence why it's being shown to us like this. For us to interpret and to feel. Like, I can't imagine, well, actually, I do for a good bit, but, I can't imagine to that degree. Like, that self-preservation. You know, he's just trying to protect himself.
Took a tire iron to him, spurred him up, and drug him around by his dick till it pulled off.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Ah, that's haunting, man.
My daddy.
Things people will do just to make sure other people are not happy. That's terrifying. That's why I'm saying, like, I understand it, you know?
Child support to plaintiff in the sum of $125 per month.
Ah, man. That's rough. That's so rough.
Divorce granted this 6th day of November, 1975.
You know, it's brutal just getting hit with these time skips, you know? It really is brutal. Damn, that's crazy. That's a wild cut that they did. Because beforehand, when he's in this car, he's happy as heck. And now they're cut to this part where he's just, you know, broken right here. Frustrated. Just how that alleyway is shot is really well done. You know, I'm not sure if it's supposed to imply anything, but just compared to all the other natural elements within this film, that shot seemed a lot more psychological in its approach, especially with the lighting. Just let you know, like, his state of mind. Yo, man, this dude sucks, man. I do not like this dude. I do not like this dude, man.
Not chill. He finishes eating the meal that his mama took 3.
There you go. Stand up. Stand up. That's what I like to see. All right?
You sit down, you old son of a bitch! My house. This is my child, and you are my guest. You sit down before I knock your ignorant ass in the next week.
Woo! I don't even care. Hell yeah, bruh. Hell yeah. Sit your down, bruh.
Tell about when you rode broncs in the rodeo.
Well, that's a short story.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here.
Jack Nasty. You didn't go up there to fish. You and him.
Listen to me, you don't know nothing about her.
Oh, man. Damn, that's rough. Oh, God.
Daddy!
Elma?
Oh, man. There is so much you cannot make sense of it. You can't at this point. It's just so unfortunate. You know, and again, I commend this film for just letting me witness this, you know? You know, similar to nature is that the memory doesn't disappear. Like, what happened doesn't disappear. It's always there. You know, it's not going anywhere. The mountains aren't going anywhere. You know, the water isn't going anywhere. Those memories aren't going anywhere. It's different, but that doesn't mean that it never happened. It never existed. And I feel like that's a, you know, that's a uniquely small victory to have. This is crazy. It really feels like I've just been blipped into existence in the form of a fly that somehow is like omnipotent. And I'm blipping in and out of these two people's lives.
Mexico? Hell, Jack, you know me. About all the traveling I ever done is around a coffee pot looking for the handle.
It's actually really funny. That's actually a legitimately funny thing to say.
I'll try if I can get Don Rose cabin again. We had a good time that year, didn't we?
And I gotta say, this framing, especially in this story, when it's really focused between two people, that framing right there where you can get the contemplation of someone while someone else is blurred out talking, there's been multiple times where that frame has been showing up. It's very simple, but in this implication, it's It's deep. There's depth to it. Dude, the acting is crazy good right here.
You have no idea how bad it gets.
And again, that frame, you know, seeing the other person blurred out while the other is in focus, it hits in this film.
Why don't you just let me be, huh?
Damn, man, that's crazy. Oh my God, that hits.
Get the fuck off me!
Damn. God damn, bruh.
Damn you.
Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a knot in my throat. That's so sad. Because there's not a lot you can do. You just have to figure out how to move on and keep going.
Mom used to say that to me when I was little.
But again, the best thing you can do is like hold on to that memory. You know, those moments.
I gotta go.
I don't know. It's. I don't want to say it's easier now. You know, it is what it is. But for everybody out there, don't live your life with regrets. You know, take that opportunity, follow your heart. You know, it might hurt, it might feel awkward, but at least you went out and you did it, right?
He was only 39 years old. Hello?
Oh no! Oh my God, is that what happened? Please do not tell me that's what happened. Please tell me like...
Up. He was cremated like he wanted.
Oh my God, I hope that was just him just switching the experiences or meshing them.
You was gonna move up here, build a cabin, help run the place.
Man, damn, listening to that and just seeing how much time has passed is... it's heavy.
We got a family plot. He's going in it.
Yes, sir.
Again, that use of that camera, like that method is it just hits so hard in this film. You know, like it's not like anything that's groundbreaking, but just again how it's being used and how one person could feel something completely different than the other person that's talking, and we're able to see that other person's reaction to hearing it. Like it's so good here because of just the subject matter. Man, do not tear up, bruh. Ah, man.
Jack, I swear.
Damn, man. That got me right in my feels, bruh. Wow. Is that where they're going to end it off at? Is that how they're going to end it? If they do, that's perfect. Perfect place to end it. Wow. And they did. Oh, man. Ah. Guys, and that is the end to Brokeback Mountain. All right, everybody, we just got done Brokeback Mountain, and I get the hype. I get the hype, and also it's really great that I was able to experience this film without being tainted too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's only so much you can do just to share life, you know, and just things that you can hear about a film. However, I felt like, you know, and I did my best to not invade my head with, like, you know, all the things that I did hear about this film, and just allow it to just tell its story. And it just so happened that the direction as well as the cinematography kind of agreed to that, you know, and I had those thoughts prior to me even starting the film, but really seeing it now in its full picture and seeing how the story is almost like a Paul Thomas Anderson feel to it, you know, where it showcases this long stretch of life, and the cinematography is so beautiful in the way that it just allows us to see it, you know, and to feel it, and, you know, on the surface level, you know, just experiencing this. And again, like what I said about this film and what you guys can take with you anywhere with what you want to do and telling your stories is if there's a message or let's say for instance an experience that you want other people to feel, it is don't force feed it to them, in order to digest it. You just let it play, you just let it flow, and you let the rhythm that is built, the pacing and the authenticity and the filmmaking showcase itself. That does the work for it. That does the work. If you truly care about something, that effort and caring does the work for it. Otherwise, I think it would show, and it shows that there was a lot of effort involved in this film. There was a lot of emotions involved in this film. And, speaking on the topic of, two men wanting to be with each other, to loving each other, and the difficulties of that, the nuances of that, and showcased through a human lifespan, the way this ended was perfect in my opinion. The way that this was shown to us was really great, but the way it ended was perfect because there isn't a necessary happy ending. You're only left with this tangible moment. If I were to describe it, it's really hard. I hope you can take me seriously with this cowboy hat, but it's like a snow globe. Like Brokeback Mountain was like a snow globe to them. It's like carving yourself a piece of your paradise, of this moment that is special to you, and preserving it from the outside world. And that comes with a lot of its own, as we saw the good and the bads from it, right? But I think the most important part is that that's just the human element, and there's no good and there's no bad to that. And I like how that was shown within the writing, within the acting, within the telling of the story. There isn't a good, there isn't a bad, there's just is, right? And how we feel about that is truly up to us, it really is. And I'm happy that this film was able to allow so much room for interpretation and for experiencing, because I think that really, it does such a good job when you can just witness a good story, to experience a good story. I truly feel like no matter what the subject matter is, like if you are able to craft something of that and also have an open mind and, wanting to appreciate stories like this, I think nothing but good can come from it. I think nothing but good can come from it. So this was incredible. I hope that you guys, were able to pick up some of the things that I highlighted within the filmmaking. Like, the cinematography was absolutely popping. I mean, it wasn't just the beautiful landscape shots, but more of the technical nuances that were happening within this film. Like I said, just, especially when two people were in the frame and how they showcased that distance, not only physically, but in all other aspects, like emotionally as well too, and how cinematography, the motioning of the camera, the movement, the stillness of a frame, when showcasing nature, like there's power within that, and it's up to us being able to recognize that power. And I hope that me talking about it enables you guys to recognize that power, because it's on the surface level it's a great shot, but there's so much more going on. And once you start understanding that language, then it just opens up to other people and opportunities of telling their story. So I love this film. This was a great film. I'm so happy I finally got to it. This was beautiful acting all around. Would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. Like always, I hope that you guys pursue whatever your happiness is. Hope that you guys are able to live a life that is as open as your heart can be. And if it's difficult right now to do that, just know that it's good that you have that. Preserve that openness. You obviously don't have to flaunt it. You don't have to be vulnerable to the world, because I understand the fear in that. But just know that the hope that you have for yourself every day. That's where true strength is. That's where memories become stronger, and I think that's where a lot of good things can come from. being able to have the strength to eventually, whenever you're ready, to tell your story similar to this. So, guys, this was a great film. Like always, stay healthy and stay hydrated because we're just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.